Welcome. So recently, Microsoft has been ruining their still operating system. And while everyone is buying a Mac or switching to Linux, I decided to install the world's best operating system, Windows 7. So this began with a YouTube video, which led to an ISO, which I burned to a USB stick and restarted the computer. Not booting. But then I realized the compatibility option in the BIOS was off. I enabled it, and of course it still wasn't booting. I then found this other installer, which actually booted. My genius brain then deleted the boot partition for Linux. Yeah. Anyway, it installed. And of course it didn't boot. After some time, I found this ISO made for my hardware configuration, and it's completing the installation, actually worked. And it booted. Surprisingly, the network and sound were working out of the box, but the resolution was horrible. So I went to Windows 11 to download the chipset, NVIDIA, and Bluetooth drivers. After installing the drivers, there it was, Windows 7 in all of its glory. And we also have Edge for some reason. OBS, which is a popular recording software, ended Windows 7 support 4 years ago. So I spent 4 minutes searching archive.org for an older version, then realizing I could just use their GitHub. And that solved the problem. Firefox, I downloaded the latest version and that worked. YouTube opened with no issues and I could log in perfectly fine. The place where all intelligent humans are, TikTok. It worked. Reddit, I could easily browse r/Windows 7. As for other browsers, Chrome. I went to their official download page and there's a special version for Windows 7, 8 and 8.1. It turned out to be Chrome 109, which is quite old, but it worked just as well as Firefox. So far, everything Chromium seemed to be working fine, so naturally Discord should. No. So then I spent some time on the internet and found an older, supported version. It let me log in, albeit with a scary looking message saying Windows 7 is no longer supported. Shut up. I found a project called AeroChat, which aims to replicate the old Windows Live Messenger, and after obtaining my Discord token, we were in. I started by trying to download Python, which didn't work, since the last supported version for Windows 7 is 3.8. After downgrading though, it worked perfectly fine, just like it should. Notepad++, which is a better version of, well, Notepad, I was able to download the latest installer and it worked fine. No downgrades, nothing.
Nice.
VS Code's another story. I downloaded the latest version, it didn't work. Okay then, let me download an older version. But I couldn't. So welcome back archive.org. After waiting for servers still on dial-up to send me the installer for VS Code 2019, it worked. Next I decided to try and install a node. Well, of course the latest version didn't work. I tried an older version. Still didn't work. Older version. Still not working. After some time I tried the oldest Node.js there is, and that worked. And we have an Electron app. I also downloaded some other programs like Microsoft Virtual PC 2007, Total Commander, WinRAR, 7-Zip, AVG Antivirus, AVG Virus, and Winamp. I also installed Microsoft Office 97, because I can. I also installed Adobe Photoshop 9, which worked just fine and I could edit all of my pictures on Windows 7. Very safe. Very secure. After that, I decided to try doing some games. All the included games worked fine, and I finally learned how to play Minesweeper. As for Valve, I downloaded the Steam setup which said Windows 10 and 11, but it installed and worked fine with no issues. I downloaded Portal, which released in 2007, and so had no issue. We got about 100 FPS, same as on Windows 11 and Linux. Minecraft. I downloaded the latest version and Windows 7 Minecraft. Whoa. check this out. This runs amazing. For the emulation side of things, I got Mason, whatever it's called, which is an NES emulator. It worked amazingly. I also got an N64 emulator working. And now, I decided to try and get a Nintendo Switch emulator working on Windows 7. I began by downloading Suyu, which is a popular Nintendo Switch emulator, and of course it didn't work. But then I found this API extensions thing for Windows 7, and once I did that, boom, it launched. The input delay was massive for no reason, but it got 60 FPS stable. Hello guys, this is Infinity Tutorials 495. Today we're going to be showing you how to make your computer faster in a couple of easy clicks. You will want to click on your File Explorer, then go into Local Disk C, then in Windows, and press Ctrl A, and then Shift Delete.